Now, also discussed tonight at that meeting, a proposal that advocates say is an outside-the-box approach to La Crosse's housing shortage.
Officials are developing an ordinance that would allow residents to build accessory dwelling units or granny flats in their own backyards. News 8 Now's Shaquille Davis has the story.
There's no place for them to go, so possibly they could move into the accessory dwelling unit and then rent out a bigger one where their kids could live there.
It's a sign of the times. As interest rates go up, so goes the demand for affordable housing. Even here in La Crosse, where home prices have remained below the national average, the pressure to create affordable housing is on. Cue Legislative File 231243, an ordinance that will change land use planning to include accessory dwelling units, or granny flats. District 11 Councilmember Jennifer Trost is all in.
We know that around 70% of households in La Crosse are made up of 1 or 2 person households. So that's, essentially the majority of households in the city are small, and so we need the housing that's appropriate for the people who we know who live here.
The idea is to allow owners to rent the smaller units at a smaller price or to house other family members who could use a little help. There would be rules, of course.
They can only be 900 square feet, so they're small. They're going to have to meet building codes, and so they're going to have to deal with water and sewer and utilities, and so they're not going to be inexpensive. They're going to have to meet those standard building codes.
While it may seem as good a solution as any, not everyone was on board.
Because I felt that the public needed to know what was going on and what we were voting for and have a good understanding of that, especially since this is going to affect so many community members.
The commission voted 5-3 against the ordinance. District 5 council member Genesee Hammeister's biggest concern is the removal of a specific zone.
I think that's something that is a pretty big step and a pretty big redirection, so something that I wanted to think more about and kind of just talk to my constituents about before I voted yes to get rid of that.
Tonight's vote doesn't mean the ordinance is off the table, only that more discussion is required before moving forward. In La Crosse, Shaquille Davis, News 8 Now.
And again, that will go in front of the J&A committee during tomorrow's meeting, part of that process before anything becomes anything close to an official ordinance.